And what are the best car deals this Memorial Day? We talked to a car expert on everything you need to know when looking for a new vehicle. And as the weather starts to heat up, so too are the sales. Major retailers are slashing prices to win over customers who are burnt out over inflation. Many price-conscious customers are cutting back to attract shoppers. Major retailers are stepping up discounts into the summer months. And speaking of deals, it's a buyer's market again for new cars. The tradition of slashing prices on new rides during the Memorial Day weekend is back. For years, the industry and supply chains were catching up with COVID disruptions. So, cars were selling above the manufacturer's suggested retail price. But deep discounts have returned to dealerships. For example, Ford is offering average incentives of up to $1,500, according to Cox Automotive. That's 6 times last year's offer. So, for more on how you can get the best deals if you're looking to buy a car, I spoke to automotive expert Lauren Fix from Car Coach Reports. She had some really amazing insight that is definitely going to be useful for your next purchase. You're going to want to hear what she said. Here it is. Is it a good time right now to buy a car, seeing how there are some deals happening right now?
Yeah, there's absolutely some deals that you wouldn't have expected, because for the longest time we had the chip shortage, couldn't get cars, used cars got expensive. But now there's an inventory of cars sitting on lots, and some that they're not going to make next year. So that's where the sweet spot is for you. And of course, interest rates are high. So people that are thinking about a new car, there are some really good deals out there. Mazda's got a lot of discounts. Their sales have been off. I'm not really sure why. They have good product. It's very reliable. It's Japanese made. Certainly look at the Mazda CX-30. You can get into that for a pretty reasonable price. If you read the big print on their websites, all the manufacturers have it. So go to every single website, go to Ford, go to General Motors, go check their website, then go to your local dealer. If you're going to go to Joe's Chevrolet, go and see what kind of deals they have, because the Bolt isn't going to be made anymore. And there's a high demand for that if you want an electric vehicle. Small, reasonably priced, under $30,000. There's where your deals are. There's better 0% interest rates as well, and the $7,500 tax credit. That makes that car almost, as we say in our business, almost free. It isn't, but the price then drops off dramatically. You'll see the same good deals on the Ford Lightning truck and the Mustang Mach-E. Sales are off on those, as well as the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and 6 and the Kia EV6. They're selling them. They're just not selling as many as they'd want. People that are looking at electric cars are looking at more reasonably priced cars like a Kona EV. And so when you start looking at what's selling and what's not, that's an important factor. Also, what's not being made next year. You want a performance vehicle? Look at the Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio, both the Giulia and the Stelvio. They're gone. So there's some great deals to be had there as well.
Is it better to buy a used car or a new car right now?
Well, it's always better to buy a used car, but then you don't get to pick the color and all the options. The reason for that is there's depreciation. The moment you start that vehicle and drive it off the lot, you've lost a few $1,000s. Buying a car that's a certified pre-owned is always your best bet. That's what I buy personally. Go to the dealer of that brand. If you're looking at a Honda, go to a Honda dealer. Going to a Mitsubishi, go to a Mitsubishi dealer, because they'll have it all backed up and you're going to get your best bet. And you create a relationship with the dealer.
And I'm just personally curious here, is Memorial Day the best day comparatively throughout the year to buy a new car? Are there any other time that's better?
Well, Labor Day is another time you'll see the same type of deals. But the best thing to note is any time of year you're thinking, I need a car, my car was in an accident, my lease is due, whatever it is. Look at the end of the month. And here we are, Memorial Day. It's the end of the month. So we're looking, at the 27th. You've got 3-4 more days to make a deal, because the 1st of June, all those deals go away. And the reason they do is they have something called floor planning. They pay interest rates on every vehicle. They don't own the vehicles. They pay interest. And if they pay interest rates on the 1st and you come in on the 2nd, they're not going to be so negotiable because they've already paid those finance charges. But at the end of the month, they're really interested in getting rid of them. Also at the end of the cycle, in other words, 2025s are starting to come into dealer. By September, they're going to want to get rid of anything that's 24. So if you've got a 2023 in the lot or a 2024 by September, that's where you're going to find your deal. You may not have the options. You may not be able to build one, but there'll be vehicles there for you to choose, and they'll be very incentivized to negotiate the number or offer you a better interest rate. And if you're returned from the service, newly married, newly graduated, all those things, there's additional discounts, and you have to ask for them or you don't get them.
Wow, great insight here, Lauren. I'm coming to you for my next car purchase. Thank you very much today.
Thank you.
Have you ever thought, why in the world is my wireless bill so darn high? What are we paying all this money for? Speed, coverage, data, access to 5G, unlimited talk and text, mobile hotspots? We are partnering with Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers all of these features for as low as $15 per month. They're reimagining the wireless shopping experience and made it easy and online. No stores, no salespeople, just huge direct-to-you savings. Why should you pay more when you have access to premium wireless? Mint Mobile runs on the nation's largest 5G network. Whether you use your phone to watch YouTube, listen to podcasts, or play games, you get the same speed and performance as the big guys while connecting to Mint's network. How hard is it to switch your service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's hard, but switching to Mint is super easy. Thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most phones now have, you can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. And if your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. Just go to trymintmobile.com/LaurenFix, also linked in the description down below, to get premium wireless for $15 a month.